Hello, welcome to your spring season forecast videos for the vernal equinox beginning March 20th through June 21st, 2019. Of course, if you're watching this below the equator, then happy fall. I am recording this from Los Angeles, so I am in the northern hemisphere, but either way, the equinox signifies the time of year where the seasons shift to equal day and equal night. On a personal level, we are beginning to balance the winter's darkness of hibernation with the summer's vibrant light of activity. You may begin to sense on a deeper level some anticipation for upcoming changes at this time. So for these forecast videos, I will be drawing from the Hanson-Roberts Tarot, the Archangel Power Oracle cards, the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, and finally the Secret Language of color cards and the dream cards, which I used in the yearly prediction videos. Also, because I feel like it, I will be reading reversals with the tarot for this particular video. I am also open to suggestions on reading from other decks. So if there's a particular one that you want me to read from that I have, feel free to make suggestions. I welcome your comments. So if there's anything you want more of, let me know. I'm a little bit reticent recording this during the retrograde, but let's just see how this goes. Hopefully everything will go smoothly. So anyway, keep in mind that these are general forecasts based on your sun, moon, or ascendant. So if you need more of a personalized reading with me, feel free to book a reading through my website, SunGoddessAshley.com, where you can also see the other services that I offer. The link to my site is posted in the description box below. Okay, so let's get started with your readings. Taurus, let's see what spring has in store for you. So I'm going to be doing the Celtic cross with the Hanson-Roberts Tarot. This card popped out. It's the Strength card. I'm going to be putting it back in, and if it happens to come out again, then we'll go ahead and look at that with the special focus. It's interesting that the Strength card came out in the last reading for Aries. One of the messages was strong, so if some of you are maybe on the cusp, I want to take that into consideration. There's something about strength, being strong. Okay, Tauruses are really strong. Anyway, they're an earth sign, fixed, really have a lot of tenacity, endurance, persistence, goal-oriented sign. Okay, they're hard workers as well. Let's go ahead and see what spring has in store for you. Interesting. Getting like the exact opposite. There are some repeat cards in here from the last reading. So if you do have any Aries in your chart, or like I said, you're on the cusp, feel free to check that out. You do have the Strength card that comes up here again too. Okay, High Priestess, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, some of you may be having like either family or work issues where it's talking about like issues with the members of the team. So all of the people who work together, you know, whether it be in the home or whether it be at work, it just shows like there's some adjustment that needs to be made. Also, what I'm kind of getting is that not everything is like really just about money or material things. So maybe shifting your focus to something more spiritual during the spring time may be a good thing. I know that you may be really motivated. It talks about your motivation, maybe being overly ambitious or too motivated for like money types of things, security, all of that. Just like maybe focused on that too much. It's like maybe you need to sort of bring it back into balance here. There are other areas of your life to nurture as well. And the Justice card does talk about paperwork. It talks about the things that you need to do. It also talks about balance, really. Fair and just decisions, really doing what you know is right for you. I feel like the challenge is like having too many options. With some of you, you're going to be feeling like you don't have any options, and some of you are going to be feeling like you have too many options and you don't know which one to do. That's sort of the challenge here with the Seven of Cups. Interesting with the last reading as well that I had the Seven of Swords here. And whenever you have a seven crossing it, the advice is to take a pause, just like slow down, take a beat, to sort of step back and look at everything, really assess everything, really evaluate what it is that I'm wanting, how I'm going to move forward. What you, it's saying like your thoughts are catching up with you. This is the thoughts position, and the energy here of the swords is thoughts. And this is like not being able to get away with something, being caught. So it's very important for the Taurus people for the springtime is like be on the up and up with everything, with your finances, with your taxes, with everything that you're doing. You have to be by the book because it will come back to bite you otherwise. Being very honest, like making sure that you check everything, being very diligent, being very, thorough. Because any sort of mistake that you make, it's like you will have to correct it in the future, right? The Four of Wands here in the future does talk about the home. It does talk about happiness in general, and it's like things are pretty okay. It's still the Four of Wands. Just because it's reversed doesn't mean that there's going to be unhappiness. It just talks about like things are just okay. I don't think that you're going to be like jumping for joy, but it's like, it's fine. Some of you may be wanting to spend more time at home. If you're doing too much out and about, you do have the Hermit card, which talks about seclusion and wanting to sort of keep to yourself, being a hermit from society, right? And then the High Priestess is also upright. So these are two very sort of introverted energies. It's important to maintain your spiritual health because you'll sharpen that ability to really hear yourself, to trust yourself. Your visions, your like psychic vision may become a lot stronger. Your auditory hearing may becoming a lot stronger. This is like, spiritual gifts basically coming out is what I'm seeing here, with more time away alone. And some of you just may be feeling like you're either spending too much time outside of the home or not enough time at home. So the Strength card reversed can be a bit problematic with other people that may be trying to like overshadow you or bully you in some way. And you're going to feel some frustration from other people where it's like you're going to have to kind of remember your own power here. Don't like, argue unnecessarily or try to be too like, I guess, forward or pushy. Like, don't necessarily push back, right? Things will sort of settle themselves out. They have to be fair and even. And saying kind of taking a moderate route. I feel like some of you may be having a little bit of, honestly, anger from other people. Like you being angry with other people's behavior because they're either acting cowardly or they're acting, too pushy or too controlling. And there's always an imbalance when the cards are reversed here. So however that may turn out for you. The Empress card does talk about luxury, abundance, self-worth. When I do see the Empress reversed, it does there's issues that need to be addressed here. And I'm hearing vanity with the High Priestess, or excuse me, with the Empress. So again, sort of moving beyond just like the way you look, how much money you have, the things you have around you, to more of like spiritual pursuits. And some of you may be already doing this, and probably already doing this if you're watching my video. But it's just showing here like, just bringing things back into like a more moderate thing. Okay, hopes and fears is the Sun card. A lot of times when we have people who are really confident around us, it's like we tend to sort of give them credibility or just let them take the reins for leadership because they seem to know what they're doing. Honestly, I feel like you are the leader in this sense, but it's like there's a temptation to want to give your power away to other people who are overly confident. Again, there's so that bullying energy. The Strength card is like wrestling or forcing, or people may be a bit forceful or too adamant. And it's like you can balance that out by sort of withdrawing from any sort of drama or any sort of power battles or struggles, right? Okay. So I'm going to draw 4 cards here, one for each month of spring. So we're still in March, so we're going to do March, April, May, and then the first 3 weeks of June. It's up to June 20th. Okay. Let's see for Taurus. There we go. March, April, May, June. 3 of Pentacles. So all in all, the theme for spring is doing what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. That's the goal, right? So it's funny because you do have this 10 of Pentacles here, which is this card. So it says there is so very much to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of retirement, or just enough money to have for next month, like savings, a rich and rewarding family life. Okay, so this stuff with family going on, again with money in March. April, you have the Sun card, which I see up here. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Okay, this leads to you changing your life. This is the Tower card in the tarot. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. And then finally, we have the 5 of Pentacles. You need not go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so again, we have this message here about thrive through the power of positive thinking. There could be something that comes to disrupt that, and then you end up doubting the path that you're on. You have 2 majors and 3 pentacle cards, which talks a lot about like practical things, sort of just the mundane, doing the day-to-day kind of stuff with money, resources, food, work, all of that you sort of have to just manage on a day-to-day basis. It feels like you're going to have some very powerful epiphanies in the middle of spring as well about what you're doing with that. Let's go ahead and draw a message from the Healing with the Angels. I sensed that there were 2 cards there and I just would like one. So, yeah. Here we go. Divine Guidance. I feel like you'll be able to connect with this more with the Hermit card and the High Priestess here at the end, and you will reach that. Having more trust in the process. It's like trusting the process, even if you don't have like the evidence for that yet. It's like you are being helped. And I feel like you can hear it, you can see it, you can tap into it by being the Hermit and the High Priestess there, sort of all-knowing. You kind of know, you can feel it, you can sense it. The answer is usually within you with the High Priestess card. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing then a color card. Let's see what message it has to say here. Spring for Taurus is white. It says lighten up. It's not also serious. It's not also everything just like work, 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 mundane, all of this stuff. And I do get a sense of purity with the white color. It's like starting fresh. I get like there's a lot of, it's like clean. Something being cleaned up. It almost feels like this looks like a feather here. And I do get that with the Divine Guidance. You see like the angel's wings. The High Priestess is also it's about detoxification and purification, purifying your diet, purifying your habits, purifying your mind, your body, and your soul. I do get that with that white card. So again, connecting back to spirit. So I feel like you might end up like balancing really well the earthly matters with your spiritual matters, since you do have the balance there of justice. Okay. And then finally, I'm going to pull one of these dream cards for you, Taurus. Tauruses out there. Let's see. What is the message for spring? It's definitely this one. Optimistic. Okay. I feel like this is the third time we've gotten this. What was the other message? Well, optimistic is the sun energy here. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. So the mantra is, I always anticipate the best outcome for myself and others. Look at all of these colors as well. It's like all of the colors of the rainbow that's coming from the white, right? So black is the absence of color, and white is all of the colors combined. So you're really harmonizing everything on a higher level towards the end of spring here, where you're just vibrating on this different level, this higher level. Beautiful. Okay, so this was your spring 2019 forecast readings. I will see you in the upcoming summer forecast videos. If you liked it, leave a like. If you like my content, please subscribe. Sending you blessings for spring. Take care and be well.